It's a game changer for Sacramento. Tonight, a sneak peek inside the new arena.
I'm Kellie DeMarco. I'll take you inside the arena where no cameras have gone before, and I have new information from my exclusive one-on-one interview with Kings president Chris Granger.
And a historic hotel fire, the building that was destroyed by intense flames. I'm Rob Malcolm in for Gulfs and Dark tonight.
And I'm Edie Lambert. We'll have those stories plus the gun control debate at the state capitol today.
KCRA-3 News at 6 starts right now.
And you're looking live at the all-new Golden One Center in downtown Sacramento from our sky camera at 555 Capitol Mall. We have been watching the construction of the arena for the past year, and it is really taking shape now.
Well, tonight, KCRA-3 was given an all-access exclusive look inside the arena to see not only what has been accomplished with the new arena, but also what could be done with the old Sleep Train arena.
Other than our own cameras, you will be the absolute first to get a sneak peek of what we have in store.
And tonight we take you where we have never gone to show you something never before seen.
Construction on the Golden One Center has been going on for more than a year now, and tonight we will take you inside for this exclusive first look. KCRA3's Kellie DeMarco is live for us at the Golden One Center with the video and interview you will only see here on KCRA. Kellie?
Edie and Rob, Kings president Chris Granger is juggling 3 projects at once. Not only the fast-paced construction of the Golden One Center here behind me in downtown Sacramento, but the downtown Commons area that's right next to it, and what to do with Sleep Train Arena in Natomas. Today we get all access. We go inside the new arena where no cameras have gone before, and I sit down with Granger to get our questions answered. Here we are about 10 months away from the Golden One Center opening. How's it looking?
We're thrilled. I think the progress is going extremely fast outside. Even 2 days between being on the site and not, it looks like a completely different project. So we're thrilled with where it sits. And we still have a lot of things that we haven't even talked about or announced yet. So we have a lot of surprises coming in the next coming weeks and months. And people are going to be really impressed, I think, with what we have in store.
It seems like every time I drive by, whether it's 10 in the morning or 10 at night, there's somebody working on this. Is it a 24-hour operation?
Not quite 24 hours, but we're 6 days a week right now, probably 18 hours a day or so on average. So it's a lot right now, but we feel really good about our pace. I really have no concerns about opening on time in October of 2016. And again, all credit to the workers. They're doing a phenomenal job out there, and we're really proud of what's in store.
Kings president Chris Granger is finally seeing his team's vision come to life. As he walks us up to the Golden One Arena, you can see why he's so proud. The glass facade is breathtaking, and the small details are everywhere.
And on the panels, you see embossed leaves. So this is a digitized version of a set of oak trees in East Sacramento.
Inside, you get the real sense of the enormity of this project and what basketball fans can expect next season.
It's unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. So 10,000 seats in the lower bowl. It'll be the second biggest lower bowl in the NBA, which is great because it enables more fans to get closer to the action.
300 to 400 people are hard at work, welding, loading concrete, building steps, even working on the air conditioning system.
We're actually going to cool it from the bottom up. So we're going to use the Delta Breeze to power our cooling. So the building literally will cool air will come through those holes and then rise into the building.
And no other building comes close to the technology that's being routed through here.
So a normal building, Sleep Train Arena, it's akin to a 3-lane highway. So think I-5, 3 lanes of a highway. Golden One Center is 2 simultaneous 6,000-lane highways working in unison.
Granger gave us exclusive all access and some insight on the success and the challenges this arena brings. You know that some of the complaints have been, especially for people who live downtown, where am I going to park? How am I going to drive in? What are we going to do when traffic backs up before and after the game? I mean, that's a legitimate concern for not just the people who live downtown, but people who are commuting in. How are you going to handle that?
Sure. So obviously the location itself is really good, and from the sense of it's about 4 blocks from the train station, about 7 different light rail stops. Or lines stop within a block or so of Golden One Center. So we feel really good about the public transportation. From a parking standpoint, what many people don't realize is there's about 13,000 existing spaces within a half a mile of of Golden One Center, which is more spaces than we have within a half a mile of Sleep Train Arena.
What are you going to do about RT? We've done some stories on it, and it's not exactly up to par. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
There's been some issues with cleanliness and with some of the people. So how are you going to handle that? Because that could be a really great way to transfer people in and out of this area.
No question. As you might imagine, we are very engaged with RT right now, literally on a weekly basis, to talk about what the future would look like, what our needs will be, what the needs of downtown will be, and how we might be able to partner with them to enhance the experience as it currently exists.
And on the top of Grainger's list right now, what to do with Sleep Train Arena.
They're wondering what's going to happen with this because a lot of those businesses do depend on the success of that property.
Yeah, remember, the first thing I want people to remember as it relates to Natomas is how big the site is. It's 200 acres. That's akin to about 80 city downtown blocks. So it's a massive redevelopment project. Where should residential go? Where should public parks go? Where are the best commercial spots within the project itself? We're working with an environmental consulting group to help us think through what are the environmental issues associated with it, akin to what we did with the arena here downtown.
So are you looking at tearing down that building altogether and building something in its place, or keeping the building and using it for something else?
I think it's unclear. I think our overall goal would be to do something that is called a campus of high-value jobs, whether that's education, medical, things related to Sacramento. I mean, think about what our strengths are as a region in terms of agriculture, in terms of life sciences, in terms of biotech, sustainability. And my ultimate goal, hopefully, would be to have some combination of those sorts of projects in the site itself.
Looking at what he's already brought to the new arena downtown, there's no doubt Grainger will have people in mind.
This being something that celebrates Sacramento, that celebrates the way we live our lives in Sacramento, and that guides all of our decision making, whether it's in terms of the design of the arena, the tenants we bring into downtown Commons, our ultimate vision for Natomas. We want this to be something that's reflective of who we are, and in so doing, we can hopefully elevate the city and the region in a way that hasn't been done before.
So Chris Grainger will go in front of the Sacramento City Council tomorrow night at 6 to update them on these 3 projects. We will be there for that discussion and the council's reaction. Now, we know the city of Sacramento is really counting on parking revenue to pay for its half of the $500 million arena. And today we learned they are actually expanding their parking enforcement patrols really well beyond the city. KCRA-3's David Bienick is live in West Sacramento with new information on this new parking partnership. David?
Kelly, good evening. This street near Raleigh Field is one of the places here in West Sacramento where City of Sacramento parking enforcement officers will soon be on patrol. Now, leaders in both cities say this is a win-win situation, but not all residents are convinced. Starting January 1st, Sacramento's parking police will go where they've never gone before, across the Tower Bridge and into part of West Sacramento, so they can also write parking tickets there. Are you okay with that?
No, not with more tickets being written. No, not really.
West Sacramento says it only has 3 part-time parking cops, not enough to deal with the growing number of people parking illegally along its fast-growing riverfront. So why is this a good deal for your city?
Because it allows us to adapt to the need, incrementally.
West Sacramento Mayor Christopher Cabaldon says the parking patrols from Sacramento will be limited to the area near the Tower Bridge and the I Street Bridge. The money from parking fines collected in this area will be split between the two cities 50-50.
I don't think in the near term, absent, a bunch of events coming, this can be a significant amount of revenue, either direction.
Sacramento has earmarked its parking revenues to help pay most of its share of the cost of the new downtown arena. The city is installing more parking meters and just last week raised rates. Now, parking violators in West Sacramento will also be contributing. Would you have any problem with half of your parking ticking revenue going to another city?
No, not if it's fair. Half is half and half. It seems fair.
Why would somebody even come up with a scheme like this unless they thought that they were going to be able to generate money for the arena by coming in and working with West Sac?
West Sacramento's mayor tells KCRA-3 that once this area is more developed in a few years from now, the city does plan to beef up its own parking patrols and send the Sacramento crews back across the river. Live in West Sacramento, David Bienick, KCRA-3 News.
They've got to raise a lot of money to pay for this arena. David, thank you. Now, on the same day that we got exclusive access here to the arena, we're getting new information tonight on some developments about one of its players, a suspension for Rondo for making some derogatory comments last week. Let's check in with KCRA-3's Michelle Dapper. She's live in our studio with that part of the story. Michelle?
And Kelly, Kings point guard Rajon Rondo apologizing today for comments he made to referee Bill Kennedy during last week's game in Mexico City. Rondo was given 2 technical fouls and ejected from the game on December 2nd. Rondo did approach Kennedy after the first technical, yelled at him. He continued to yell, and then Kennedy then issued the second technical. He was ejected while being pulling away by his teammates here. Reports say Rondo called Kennedy a gay slur. Rajon Rondo released this statement via Twitter this afternoon saying, "My actions during the game were out of frustration and emotion, period. They absolutely do not reflect my feelings toward the LGBT community. I did not mean to offend or disrespect anyone." Head coach George Karl expressing his opinion today after practice.
I respect all sides. Bill Kennedy's a good referee, and I think the NBA and players and coaches are. I feel I feel the league is a good leader of, being a leader of social issues and discrimination against gays is something that cannot be tolerated. And I'm happy that the league is showing in that case, but in the same sense, I have to prepare the team and support Rajon.
Well, Kings owner Vivek Ranadive releasing this statement saying, in part, Rajon's comment is not reflective of the culture of the Sacramento Kings organization or the world we want to live in. On behalf of the team, I apologize to Bill Kennedy for any harm this may have caused. We do not know if Bill Kennedy's announcement is related to last week's incident. He's been, of course, an NBA ref for 18 years. Today, NBA Commissioner Adam Silver said he supported Kennedy's decision to live his life openly. In the meantime, Rondo remains suspended for tomorrow's game against the Houston Rockets. Kelly?
All right, Michelle, thanks so much for that. And coming up next here at 6, I'll have much more from the arena, including a certain place inside here that fans will never have access to, even once they're open. Edie, I'll send it back to you.
That sounds fun. But honestly, Kelly, from that perspective outside, it almost looks like they could be playing there tomorrow. From the outside, parts of it look completely done.
It looks great. I mean, you still see some of the cranes, but that's for that Doco construction over here, the hotel, all the retail around it. But really, they're making progress, and they need to be ready by October 15th. That's when Maroon 5 will be playing out here for that big opening concert.
All right, Kelly, thank you. And for more on the exclusive look inside the Golden One Center, check out KCRA.com. We have a lot of pictures of the inside of the arena, and we put together a slideshow. You'll find that right on our homepage under the story on the arena tour.